Hey guys, I have a solution for constipation today, or just if you're feeling like your system is a little sluggish or stopped up. This is a really natural and actually just beneficial to your health in general, even if you aren't constipated. But it's as simple as olive oil. So a tablespoon of olive oil first thing in the morning, or you could start with some water and then take just a tablespoon of straight olive oil is actually going to, well, produce all kinds of health benefits, but what it's going to do is to kind of trigger your gallbladder to produce extra bile, and that will help to kind of kick things through your system. You could start with that, and then to start your breakfast, maybe 20 or so minutes later, go for some sort of fibrous fruit like an orange or an apple, or even half of an orange, half of an apple, especially if it's big like these. You don't have to have a whole thing. And that's also a great way to help your system get going. Because sometimes we think of it just being like the colon, maybe that's kind of the problem, but really when we have constipation, it's the entire system, the stomach and all your digestive organs, not just the colon. So olive oil is just a stimulant, like I said, to produce bile, but also it's kind of coats, it's soothing for the stomach and kind of coats the mucous membranes, and it's just going to help in general to help rid your system. And so again, start with that in the morning, and if you feel like that's maybe not enough, wait again 30 minutes before lunch. Try it again, another tablespoon of olive oil 30 minutes before your lunch. You're wanting to do it on an empty stomach. That's going to have a better effect than if you take it with something. If you just can't stand the taste or the thought or whatever, you could add some lemon juice to it. That might just kind of help to make it go down a little bit easier, and that lemon juice is also going to be kind of a stimulant and be good for your digestion. So after you've seen some results from the use of the olive oil, you might want to try that for a week. Every morning, take your tablespoon of olive oil on an empty stomach about 30 minutes before your breakfast, and that can help to just kind of get you regular and be more preventative for in the future. Lastly, if you're still not seeing the results that you want, you can do that before every meal, and do that 1 tablespoon of olive oil before every meal. And then also just feel free to drizzle it on your salad. You don't always have to use store-bought vinaigrettes. You can make your own really simple with olive oil, even olive oil, lemon juice, and even a little honey, or olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and then little just stone ground like mustard that doesn't have all kinds of other stuff in it, just straight mustard seeds. Those are a couple of really simple vinaigrette ideas, but adding olive oil to your foods can be another way to get that benefit. And lastly, just remember that lots of oils are really heat sensitive, and they turn rancid when you heat them, meaning they're toxic basically. But olive oil is one that doesn't so much, or it can stand a little bit of heat. I prefer, if I'm going to cook at a really high temperature, to maybe use peanut oil or other oils, but like even coconut oil. But I think, and I've studied that olive oil can stand a little bit of heat better than, say, flaxseed oil, or like a lot of those seeds like sunflower seed or rapeseed oil, or walnut oil, or those special nut oils. They're going to be really sensitive to heat, and you're not going to want to heat them. They're not going to be as good for your system. So cooking with olive oil, and then kind of using that regimen of 1 tablespoon, just starting out with to start the day in your morning, and then maybe add another tablespoon before other meals if you want. So that's a really great way to kick your system into gear and help to relieve any constipation.